Jesus. You want to stand up? I said you. Lord Jesus.
Yes. I said it all. Welcome. Good evening. That was Ed, Will, Ojay set it off, and welcome to the Mason and Ojay's. Let's talk, huh?
Let's
How you
talk
feeling,
about
brother?
it. In the house, in the building, baby, in the building.
No doubt.
Yes, sir.
No doubt.
Yes, sir.
Having the track, setting it off, and I thought it's just apropos to open the show that way, and then the format that we established. You can tell them about it. You can break it down.
Oh, you want me to tell them? Oh,
You
yeah, we just gonna. Yeah, it was just we just having an open forum of talk. Talking about we call us. Let's talk about it, and we're gonna bounce some questions off of each other. Somebody come in the chat and present something that they would like to say. Or something they would have like for us to even answer. And that's cool. And the numbers on the screen. Mason and OJ. I'm OJ in the building. And that's what the forum is. Let's talk about it. Let's chop it up. Let's talk about it. Cause I'm gonna hit just to start it. I'm gonna hit Mace with something from the beginning. But like I always do in the beginning, I give a shout out to my crew, Clientele Cartel brothers. Shout out to Almighty, Almighty Force. Yeah, Seville, Mikey D, Lotto, Casino Cam, Johnny Quest, Mike Action, all of the crew. I hate to leave it. Mr. Gene West, Larry G, my boy Raymond Romaine, all the dudes we grew up with around the way. All the dudes we grew up with around the way. That was very like we was all brothers. Growing up in the hood, and that was a great thing. Because we became a crew, we became a family, as because we still to this day we all still get together. So we have longevity in our family of respect for the brotherhood. You feel me, Big George? Yeah. So we have that. That's one thing like that we do have. Like Seville came through from New York the other day. And he stops here. And he go to Georgia because his family's in Georgia. His parents is down there. They don't live there, but they visit there. They visit Seville's brothers and sisters. And they got houses down there. So Seville comes and chills with me, and then he goes down there, and then on the way back he comes and chills with me a couple more days before he head back. So, that's why I said the brotherhood is strong. I also wanted to say shout out to Steady B. Prayers up for Steady
B. Yeah, you see it, right?
Yeah. Don't forget Steady B. That's what I was just getting at. Prayers for Steady B, who was up on stage with us at Springfield Day, and he's in the hospital already. Since then. Well, he's been in the hospital twice since we left, New York from doing the Springfield. And we need prayers for Steady B and Poncho. Life be life and on all of us, and none of us are promised to tomorrow. That's why we got to love each other today. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is, Yeah, for sure.
Oh, says, what's up to both you and I?
K-Swiss is in the building. Yeah, now, Mace.
Yes, sir.
K-Swiss is in the building, but Mace, I'm gonna start it off, and these people could come in now, and we ought to tell Chuck. No, we already addressed Steady B, but I'm gonna start it off with you, Mace, and I'm gonna ask you. Let me see. I had something cool I wanted to ask you, Mace. Let me see. Let me get this. Let me get to it.
I mean, it's got to be cool.
Yeah. You already know that. Oh, this is what I wanted to ask you, Big Mace. For in the industry, right? An industry question. Just your opinion on the industry question. And anybody in the chat can, they got you had the number up there. Anybody in the chat, they can call in and respond on it. In the industry, when people make it as top superstars in the industry, you're talking about the big names, the big name people. Do you believe in, like, to get to that next level, you got to go through that ritual that we always hear about?
Well, there's definitely something to that. I mean, in my opinion, I see it because there's just been too much that's been talked about it. You know,
Yeah.
the rituals and stuff, the Illuminati. I know that where you're
Mhm.
going and where you're coming from. You know, because Tupac, you know, with Quincy Jones and all
Right.
that jumped off there. Then the thing with Puffy,
Seville. Yes,
you know,
sir.
yeah, Seville's in the
Yeah.
house.
Yeah. Seville's in the building.
So
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, and in my opinion, my humble opinion, yes. To
So you
answer,
believe that?
yeah, well,
So
yeah.
yeah. So let me ask you a question. When you was up and coming and you was a younger guy in comedy, you know, if somebody would have said, "Hey George, I got this money for you. I'm gonna just take you in the back room and flip you over a little bit, and then tomorrow you get this money in your account," you would have did that?
Me, no. I mean,
You thinking of?
you got to say, wait, what kind of money? That's
Yeah,
fucked up.
you would. No.
Nah, but you know,
You-
that's a hell of a question, though. But
huh?
because that never came up. You know, I've been with a
Okay.
lot of, I opened for a lot of, you know, headliners, bangers and stuff. But you know, nah.
No.
You gotta have, yeah, you gotta have priorities. You have to have something where you can look yourself in the mirror. I mean, if you about that,
Most
if that's
definitely.
in you, if you that type of individual, you know,
Yeah.
don't hesitate. But I'll tell you, at one point, now I got strung out with that
Yeah.
drug, with cocaine, with the crack cocaine and stuff.
Right.
And
Right. Right.
yeah, so I don't know now if I was at one of them parties and you know
Uh-oh.
I'm in the, yeah, he said, motherfucker said, uh-oh.
Wait, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Where you going? Wait a minute. You said, you know, if you was at one of those parties and you was struck out, what happened?
We keep it in a buck, right? We keep
Oh,
it in
no.
a buck.
You was passed out, George?
No,
You
I'm saying, you know,
you woke up with your pants on the ground?
I didn't say that.
Oh, okay. I'm just asking. You said you were strung out. Now I gotta understand.
I'm
Huh?
speaking. I'm speaking my truth. I'm speaking.
Okay.
This is my
Okay.
right. You asked me a question, and I'm telling you. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Now, as
Okay.
high as I used to get on the
Let's
level,
talk about it.
right? Let's talk
Let's
about
talk about it.
it. Now,
Hey, listen.
there's no telling
Listen.
what would have jumped off.
Hey, look.
If,
Oh no! Here we go again. Come open the
let me
door again. Go ahead. You
go
opening
there.
the door again? There's no telling
Let me
what
go
would
there.
happen.
But
Huh?
I don't know because
Oh,
I mean that type of drugs you don't know.
Uh-oh.
I mean, I'm being real.
Uh-oh.
Now I never went that far. What my thing was females. I love women.
At least, at
Right?
least, at least you're being honest. Judge said he don't
But I'm
know.
saying no, you don't
Oh
know
my God.
because with the
I'm,
weed,
hey,
the ecstasy,
hey,
the
George.
dust
George,
with go ahead.
mate. I'm glad you didn't do that, man, because you'd have been an ugly transvestite, bro. I'm just telling you, be honest with you. I'm glad you didn't do that.
You know what?
I'm glad
No, but
I'm glad it didn't. I'm just messing with you.
How do we get there? My boy,
I'm just kidding with you, bro.
I know
I'm just messing with you.
I know you fucking.
They said no pants, George. That's what Eddie said. You see what Eddie said, George? No pants, George. What you mean? How did we get there? You the one who said it didn't happen because you.
But hold on.
Okay.
Before further, I just want to shout everybody out. Aaron, we got Craig in the room. We got Eddie P.
Craig said $5, George.
He said $5. Ain't that a bitch? Yes.
I gotta stop laughing, bro. I gotta stop laughing.
No, that's all good.
Oh,
but,
Jesus. Let's talk about it, George. I'm glad I
put it out there. That ugly transvestite shit, that was fucked up, babe.
You think so?
I never thought about that. You know what I'm saying? I never.
Oh my God!
Hold up. You see what Puffy with that wig he had on? That's when you get laced every day. That's when you get all up and you smoke.
Listen,
strong that Hawaiian bud, that $500 bud. Hold on.
listen, listen,
We got a call coming
listen,
in. What's
listen,
going on?
listen. We are,
Mason
we
and
are.
Jay, let's talk about it. You on the air. Huh?
Let's talk about it. Mason and OJ in the building. Listen, it's funny because I have my own. Okay,
Oh,
huh?
go ahead.
Uh
Who's
oh.
this? Chucky Chuck.
Check
Chucky
it
Chuck in the
out.
house. What's
Hey,
up,
what's
Chuck?
up, Chuck?
He said he got two questions.
Okay.
On the speak louder, Chuck. Can't hear you.
Yeah, can't hear him. You gotta relay to me what he's saying.
Well, comedy's changed. It's a different game today. It's a much easier. These
Yeah.
a lot of these
Hey,
guys I
hey,
can't say or whatever, but the game has changed. You know.
hey, George, when you
Yeah.
address Chuck's question, say his question over again, so us
Well,
out here can hear it.
he's asking me about the how the game, like the comedy, if it's changed, or what's different in today's know uh, uh, situation that's out there today.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's game like with the rap game has changed. As far as
Well,
my opinion.
well, yeah, yeah. Well, George, did you see how the dude, the comedian got killed that was with Cat Williams and them on tour with Cat and them?
Yeah,
You
the
saw
brother.
that?
I've seen
What's
it.
his
Yeah,
name? Carol? What's his name? George? Something Carol or something like that. But
yeah.
I heard yeah, I heard them talking about him today. Yeah, how the dude shot him down and killed him. Yeah, that's crazy. And he was actually on tour with them. But they said homeboy didn't take no junk either, so something popped off, you know what I mean? So that's crazy. Is Chuck still on the line?
He's
That
still
was the
on the
only
line.
question he had.
What
He's
else,
still on the
Chuck?
line. Ask Chuck what else he got. He's still there, but see when he asks his question, Big George Mace, you gotta say whatever he tell you, so we can hear it. 'Cause-
Trying to hear. Slow down.
yes,
Go ahead.
sir.
Chuck is asking you, why do these rappers
Uh huh.
today use the names like Young, Little, and stuff like that, and Baby?
Young, Little, and Baby. I
Yeah,
think I think they just follow each other. You know what I'm saying? Well, you had a young MC when we came up a long time ago, and then you had Little Wayne. I think it's just a part of not being that creative and choosing a name. And so I'm Little this, I'm Young this, I'm that. I think it's a part of not being that creative. You're just following. You had Little Wayne, you had Young MC a long time ago, and this is the baby. I think they just this copycats, and I mean it's just not being creative and choosing a name. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to put more thought into it. When we came up, everybody had a letter after their name mostly. You know what I'm saying? Lisa Lee, Steady B, Easy E, D, Can't See, So that's kind of like an easy way out when picking a name. You know, and most names are copied off of somebody else. Uh huh. Yes,
question.
sir.
Okay.
Uh huh.
Chuck wants to know: are you more comfortable writing for Christ or the streets?
Uh, Comfortable. It's a different feeling and a different energy. Like the Christ is a spiritual thing, I mean, and like I was explaining to George today, a lot of people don't believe in Christ or nothing like that, and I told George a belief is a belief in whatever works for you, because none of us has crossed over to the other spirit. None of us has crossed over to the other side. I hear a lot of people saying, God was talking to them and this and this and that, and that's cool. I mean, that's your subconscious mind, but a spiritual. But I do get when I was writing when I was writing about Christ, it was totally different because of what I had been through in my life. And so when I did get off of the drug thing, it was through a belief system, which was Christ based at the time, because I was with my people and that's what they was into. And my granny said, go to church and it'll help you and you can get rid of these problems and just put your faith in God. So I went that route, and that worked for me. And like I was telling Mace earlier, I know there have been deleted books in the Bible. There's things I see in the Bible that said, slaves, honor your slaves masters with the same passion that you would have for God. And I said, oh, man wrote that. I couldn't see a God writing that, or a disciple saying, honor your slave masters with the same passion that you have for Christ. Slave masters, the one who kill us and throw us overboard and rape our women and kill and rape our daughters, sell our daughters to their homeboys, and honor them with the same passion that I have for God? Are you serious? The dude that'll cut my foot off and put a cage on my head and chain me to a tree, I have to have the same love for him that I have for God? Nah, man, I can't rock with that. So when I say that, not to say I'm just saying there is no Christ, and then I'm not saying that. I'm just saying some of these things that were printed, some of these books have been rewritten.
Yo, let him answer a question,
Mm-hmm.
And then let's go from there.
Yes, sir.
What you think, Chuck?
Which one do I think I write better?
Most better. Do you serve equally? Do you serve both equally? Who do you write better for? For Christ or the streets, or who do you serve better?
I don't. I would say that it's different. It's different because see, it's different because everybody can't write about God. So it's a different aura. It's a different stage. People could, because when you're writing street rap, I mean, whatever people is considered good, street rap is a lot of braggadocious, bragging on yourself. So when you're talking about God and what God can do for people, you're talking about somebody that's supernatural, if you believe that, so it's a whole different thing. But which do I think I write better?
What do you write better, and what do you feel comfortable with? More comfortable. I think that's what Chuck was trying to find out with the first question.
I could say I write gospel better. I would say that. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I would say that because what happened? Because when I started writing gospel, I started off slow, and then even my boy Keys Bridges, who I was recording with, as I did song after song, he was like, "Ed, you're getting better and better and better." So I recorded gospel songs before I ever did this regular hip hop music songs. I was doing gospel. I did gospel for years. So I connected with it, because if you can walk in a church and connect, I did that the other day at our family reunion. If you can walk in a church and connect with a church with hip hop, that means you're coming through with on a spiritual level. You know what I'm saying? Because a regular dude that rap, he could talk about God all he wants to, but if people don't feel it spiritually, it won't mean nothing. It's a connection you make with church folks that every rapper can't do. I will say that, because I've been on shows with rappers and they, oh, God this and God, it don't mean nothing. If you can't connect spiritually, that's something that got to be felt from the spirit. You know what I'm saying? So I connected with that. I did two gospel CDs before I even recorded any of the stuff that I recorded with Clientele lately. But back in the day, You know, the back in the day artists that we look up to, like the forefathers of the game, they had all these records and stuff. That's why they could still make money off of hip hop now. It's hard for old school artists to come out now just doing R&B. Those guys living off their legacies from back in the day. You feel me? That's why, you know, yeah, that's why they can. Yeah. But anyway.
Go ahead, Chuck. He's you got to turn off your radio or off the sound, Chuck. You got to turn on when you ask a question. You got to turn it down, so because the echo is coming back. So, what else did you got his answers, and is that satisfactory to you? What comedians? Why do they do what? Uh-huh. Well, that's been going on from day one in the game. Everybody steals. You got Milton Berle that stole. Cedric the Entertainer allegedly stole from Cat Williams. Steve Harvey stole, from Mark Curry. That's just the nature of the game, the nature of the beast. Then Robin Williams was known as a thief. You know, it says like once you do something and then you steal it and then put it on TV, it's yours. But that's bullshit too. But it's just it's like in the rap game. You know, same thing. Like people, they steal all the time. You know, so it's just a matter of look at what's his name with Jay-Z with 99 bitches in the 99 problems with a bitch ain't one.
Yeah, he took that from Ice-T. Yeah, took that from Ice-T.
Exactly.
Yeah. And Ice-T had got it from his boy. Yeah, so they told that story. Yeah, he told that story. Then Jay-Z also took a lot of different. He took another group song. I seen the whole song. He took it word for word. And even when Biggie had came out, there was a dude that sent Puffy a tape called "A Big Notorious," and they took Juicy Fruit off of that, and Biggie recorded it and he took the dude's whole name. So it's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff get jacked in music and all over in the comedy. All the genres get jacked.
And you got these stars, these major stars. Steve Harvey said, these cats, man, they already made it. They got dope, but they still stealing. They still thieves. Robin Williams, they still thief.
Yeah, they take people's stuff now.
Burl was known as a thief, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And that didn't hamper his career. It made him more famous. It's a matter, my you said, not what you do, it's how you do it, huh?
Right, for sure.
But thanks, Chuck. Thanks for calling in, brother. Love you, man. Yeah, that's Chucky Chuck.
Chuck in the building.
Real shit.
Chuck in the building.
Yeah.
Hey, let me tell you a quick story.
Ken Roper, James Perkins, Craig.
Oh, Kim, I can't see none of that. Is that are they leaving comments on there? No.
They're basically just saying what's up. They're shouting out that they're in the room.
Because I can't see none of that, but because on the bottom, I got a picture on the bottom too, so I don't have no writing going across. But anyway, I'm not gonna.
Got the Force brothers in, both brothers.
Yeah.
Rod and Shaw.
My brothers, Ron Shaw. Shout out to Ron Shaw. Shout out to Kim. Let's talk about it. Yo, George, check this out. I'm gonna tell you a funny story. Okay, this is going back, right? You listening?
Listen, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm still thinking about the transvestite thing. But go ahead.
Oh, you think about the transvestite? Come on, you didn't put on the dress. Hey, you didn't put the dress on, so you didn't put the dress on, so you safe. Yeah, Mason and Ojay in the building. Only people safe is the big booty women and the children. You know what I mean? But check this out, Big George. I'm gonna tell you a little story that happened with me and Mikey D. So me and Mikey D used to hang out all the time, right? So when we was doing the 40 thing, we used to do 40 Kings, right? So we used to get up in the morning, go get 40s. So I go up in the morning, I wake up, shoot around to Mikey D's house. Let me go get Mikey D, start the day off, right? It's my brother. I love this cat. Start the day off. So I go to Mikey D's house. I knock on the door. Do. Mikey D answers the door, right? When he answers the door, I look at him, and his lips are swollen up like this. Like both of his lips is swollen up like bigger than his face, right? And I'm like, yo, Mike, what's going on? What happened? He said, OJ, what you mean what happened, bro? He said, you remember last night we was at the block party and you started arguing with that big giant dude? I said, uh-oh, this is going left, bro. He said, you started arguing with, I don't even know if Mike remember this. He said, you started arguing with that big giant dude? He said, and then he pushed you and you fell down, and then he hit me as hard as he could in my mouth, bro. Boom. I was like, yo, Mike, I'm so sorry, bro. He said, I started the whole thing, and then the dude bashed him. And I was like, man, that's messed up. I'm glad he hit me in my mouth, though. But anyway, yo, I just thought that was crazy, man. Yo, it was crazy. So to this day, Mikey D, I'm still sorry about that, bro. But, you know, my brother know I love him, man. But I got him beat up for no reason. I used to always run my mouth, bro. He caught it straight.
Craig said
He
something
caught it straight. He caught it straight.
Craig said something interesting. He said sometimes when you're writing for God, you're writing for the streets. You agree with that?
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna tell you what. Well, by Craig saying that, and what's up? Shout out to Craig. That's my man. He's cool too. But when I was writing about God, and I was like, "How you write about God?" Right? And I thought about it, and I made it like how you write about. Because I wasn't no Bible scholar or nothing, but I just connected it into how you love somebody and how somebody loved you. You know, look out for you. You know, like you say. He got your back, you know, you're always watching out for me, got me covered, you know, this, that. So it's basically like the same thing you would say about your crew and stuff like that. We rock out, we go all together. Yeah, I got your back, you got mine. But then as I started learning, because see, I grew up off of the gospel with my father. So I knew the lyrics to songs. So the lyrics to songs helped me, you know, like that song I got called Jesus is that rock, and those things are, you know, those are lyrics to songs like Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. So you take those things and you might take the one line and then the next one, you know, he set me free, did this, da 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 da. But it got deeper and deeper because I'm a deep thinker anyway, so I could see something and, you know,
let me
I can
play
see
that.
something put it into words.
A sample of like what you're talking about with Jesus.
Okay.
I'll play
Jesus.
that and then you will elaborate on that.
And we'll be right back. Let's talk about it.
Jesus is my best friend. Christ made us amazing. Jesus is the rock. That's why I praise
Can't hear it, George.
Creator. Christ my motivator. Jesus is the rock. Nobody greater. Jesus is the rock. My solid rock. 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 Look up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Are you insane? That's Jesus, man. Christ the superstar, tougher than Kevlar, my avatar. Case of rock, so microphone kiss, the spiritual lyricist, this Christian optimist, chosen rhymelogist. Holmes on my Facebook told me God was fake. I hit him back on Instagram and told him God was great. I'm a trafficker, pushing Christ state to state. No nickel bags of Jesus, we only move weight. Nobody ever put it down for the Christ like me. Lyrical supremacy for Christianity. Wow. Jesus is my best friend. Christ made us amazing. Jesus is the rock. That's why I praise him. Jesus my creator. Christ my motivator. Jesus is the rock. Nobody greater. Jesus is the rock. My solid rock. Jesus is the rock. My solid rock. Jesus is the rock. My solid at your neighbor, tell him God is real. He ascended a tune in Israel. Get up, you got to get on up. You were down on the ground, God picked you up. It ain't loving the hip hop, it's loving the don't stop. Christ 24/7 all around the clock. Here's my mom and my pop till the casket drops. I thought I told you that we won't stop. I'm a hip hop minister, follow word of scripture. I set it off for the one and only solid rock. Ha praise God, baby, we don't stop. Jesus is my best friend. Praise Him, it's amazing. Jesus is that rock. That's why I praise Him. Jesus, my creator. Praise my motivator. Jesus is that rock. Nobody greater. Jesus is that rock. Solid rock. Jesus is that rock. My solid rock. Jesus is that rock. My solid rock. Jesus is that rock. My solid rock.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir. Yeah.
and
Solid
you
rock. Solid rock.
solid right, and you started writing gospel before you wrote regular hip hop, straight hip hop.
No, no. Before I came back, the regular hip hop that I started writing, that was on the second tier. That's when I was coming to New York after Chuck started doing after we
Straight
first
killer.
started going to after we started doing that, and I was saying gospel stuff, and Chuck was like, man, just write some regular stuff for the pop, And I
Okay.
was like, man, I said, I don't do that, And he was like, well, it's just rhymes. It ain't like, at that time I was like, I was real serious, I was like, I can't do that, because when you're in church, they speak about being lukewarm and cold and this and this and that. And I started evaluating life for how it is, because I figured like long as I was doing positive music, it's always a positive, I'm not gonna come out here and start, I even checked myself because at one point I had got where a lot of I was doing a lot of cussing and da 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 da, and people was like, "Yo, you a gospel artist? You cussing too much?" I remember people saying that to me. So I started. You're never too old to mature some more. You feel me? And I know that. You learn. You learn because that. You know, you learn from everything that you do. You're supposed to live and learn, and you're never too old to learn something. You know what I mean?
That's a
And
fact.
yeah, let's talk about it, baby. Let's talk
And you
about
know
it. Like,
what I wanted to
yep.
ask you,
Uh-huh.
you asked me coming out, setting the platform, setting it off.
Uh-huh.
All right, with Deion Sanders, like his
Mm-hmm.
son or
Uh-huh.
son now are getting, basically beat up, man, and they're getting disrespected by the NFL.
Right.
In my opinion, I feel it's
Mm-hmm.
because of the hate for Deion Sanders that his sons
Yeah.
are going what they're going through. What do you think of
Yeah.
that?
Yeah. I've seen matter of fact, I be on my phone so much, just like looking at different things, and I look up stuff and I seen where one of the dudes, it was one of the top guys, one of the top old school quarterbacks. He said the reason why they treating them like that because they're cocky like their father, and their father is cocky because he's prime time. He's always been like that, and he raised them, and they probably don't act exactly like him. But the dude said, like, these niggas, like, they look at like, these niggas think they got too much power. So the dude said that all the coaches was told to blackball them coming into the league. Because they like when Shador came to and they say he's one of the nice, cool guy, but he come to the combine with $100,000 chain on. You know what I'm saying? So they're looking at him like, oh, these cocky niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? Those
But
dudes right there, they in the combine. They ain't made nothing yet. You know what I'm saying?
Is that a result of who Dion is? And like
Yeah,
as you said, he was
yeah,
super cocky, and I mean
yeah.
very arrogant. Very, it was
And
all
listen,
about prime time.
And listen, yes, and listen what else he did. Before his son got drafted, he said, we don't want certain teams. That certain teams don't draft my son because he ain't coming. See, that's cocky, man. That's cocky and arrogant. And those white guys that own the league, they're like, those niggas not gonna. What was this country built off, man? Let's talk about it. What was this country built off? Us being beat down by the man. You know what I'm saying? If they're not gonna let us, and every time we rise, any one of our guys who rise to power and prominence, they kill them. They don't want us rising. Why do you think this Mr. Chump right now is trying to erase all of our history in the Smithsonian and all that? He don't want us to be he don't want it to be like they showed him years ago going, oh, the black guys did so great and it was good. But he was doing this to get in office. You see how they do to get in office? They go around to black neighborhoods and all this. You know, man, those people don't be in our neighborhoods. Then all of a time, then it's all of a sudden a presidency thing come up. Now here they in your neighborhood. What the hell are you doing in my neighborhood? They don't care nothing about you, bro. It's all politics. Then the man get in there and start cutting people off of Medicaid and all that. But before that, oh, I'm gonna do this. I love the black people. I love the Latinos. Now they chasing the Latinos all down the street and all that. I'm not saying. I mean, people are illegal, they're illegal. And some of them are criminals, I know that. But you're just pulling people out of you grabbing people that are not even, that are legal and sending them to prison in any state. It's like what he's trying to do is get the dictator thing going. And he's trying to get rid of everybody that can stop the power. Like, everybody that gets in power that's black, he takes them out of power. When he first day in office, the highest ranking official in the service was a black man. Took him down the first day. So all that's racism, man. People could call it what they want to and say, "Oh, it don't matter." It does matter. It does matter to me. I don't care if it don't matter to other people. It matters to me. Let's talk about it. It matters to me.
So you would agree with or go along with the fact that because of Dion, his sons are definitely getting beat down. And this my boy here, Evans. Ray says Arch Manning and Cooper Manning, you know, and you know, the double standard.
But see, you talking about Arch Manning and Cooper Manning is who? Who are they? Mannings from you talking about fathers and sons?
Yes, Archie.
You talking about, but see, they're white though. Well, you can't compare white to black.
No, he's just throwing that out there as far as like. You know,
see, we were slaves, not them. So you can't compare. You know, we talk. The narrative is those cocky niggas not gonna walk in something that we own. Look, they trying to take all of everything from us. So, you know, yeah, we know what you got to know what it is. You got to recognize what it is, and like people say, you know, and they taking all our people down. This guy come in with this thing. Like he wants to get rid of the democracy and all that. He's taking all our people down, man. Yeah. What did Bill say? Politics. Seville said politics. Yeah, that's what it is. You know, they don't. You know, you taking you. We've been talking about slavery long enough. We got to stop doing that because it's bothering their children to know our history. We can't keep our children suffering with those things that happened a long time ago. And then the people that are on his side that do everything he say, I was watching the forums, man, with these people. No, see, we can't keep dwelling on that. Just let that go. The Jews don't let the Holocaust go. How do we let go 400 plus years of being tortured and thrown over the boat to the sharks and raped and did? Yo, they tell us to forget our history. Do they forget teaching us about Christopher Columbus? They're still teaching that I don't want to call it shit, but they're still teaching that in school, right? 1492, 3 ships set out to sea. Did they teach you that there were slaves on those ships? No, they told you they discovered them.
Trying to get history. I mean, that's facts.
Yeah. Did they teach you that these ships were slave ships? Come on, man. Talk about it. Come on. What were you talking about? We forget our history.
So we didn't start off as slaves in this country. And there's a book by Ivan Van Sertima. They came before Columbus, the Africans. When we were here, you know, people forget or don't know that This was just
Right.
one landmass. Okay.
Right.
Uh,
Right.
the Bull Land, Africa, the name that they give it now.
Mm-hmm.
So when you look, South America is close to the different the terrains are the same. The pyramids are all over the world. Japan has pyramids everywhere. So um, the people that
Mm-hmm.
us, the Africans, the black people, we built all over. You know,
Right.
I don't know
Of
if you know
course.
about
But
the
of course.
Sumerians. The Sumerians were the first civilization here. Um, so it's a hell of a thing. But yeah, as Craig says, they're trying to. Well, actually, Big Rod says they're trying to erase history. And for sure, my brother here, Ray Evans,
Yeah.
is talking about the Holocaust. I don't care about that. Even it happened in America. That happened in Europe. Underneath the
Mm-hmm.
National Museum has nothing to do
Mm-hmm.
with it. I already forgot about the Holocaust. I hear you, Ray. But
tell, tell me, tell him he ain't being nice.
yeah.
Ray said he ain't playing. He said, yeah, he forgot about that. Like that, like they. He said, yo, and I get what he's saying. He said, like if they don't want to respect, they don't want to respect us. And look, and the thing about that is, those people have received reparations. You feel me?
Well, that's a
You feel
fact.
me?
You see what Ray
They've
said?
have
He said
received.
have the Jim Browns, Muhammad Ali, the Kareem Abdul-Jabbars to take the leadership role within the sports
Yeah.
industry to make changes. You remember when Ali was going through that?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Muhammad Ali.
and
That.
they all
Yeah.
got behind him.
Yeah. Hey,
Kareem and
look.
Jim
That's.
Brown and
Yeah.
even Bill Russell was on that.
Hey.
Yeah,
Yeah, and he was with Malcolm X and all that.
exactly. At that time. Yeah.
And that's why that's why he's my favorite guy who ever lived. I always told people I never would ask anybody, I never would want anybody's autograph except Ali. Ali and Bruce Lee was my two guys. And the rest of these guys, they cool. It's a lot of people I like, but it was just those two dudes to me were just, it was just crazy. And I was young guy, and though I just looked up to those guys so much, man. And there's Bruce Lee and Ali. That was them. Those was my two guys right there, man. So yeah, for
You know
real,
what?
for real, for real.
Because we're talking about it, right? And
Let's talk about it.
always bring
Yeah, for
up
sure.
who is the GOAT. They always get me with that.
Who's the
Who?
GOAT?
Yeah, I mean, look,
The GOAT of the NBA?
GOAT. Period. They always come to the top five. This, the top five. That. Uh,
Who is the GOAT?
Yeah.
Well, my boy L say he's the GOAT. Not a basketball, but L say he's the GOAT. But anyway,
Yeah, but you know,
listen.
is that really relevant?
Is that a topic? You know why? You know why the GOAT being the GOAT? Let's talk about it. It's such a big topic because I was looking at something today, and the sports writer said it's a movement in the algorithm. So when the GOAT conversation comes up, people are so interested in it because look, they do it every day. And I always tell people this. You know who the GOAT is to me? Whoever you like the best for yourself. Because you're not going to convince. You are not. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yep. Stir it up. Because you are not going to convince me that LeBron is better than Michael Jordan. And the people that like LeBron, you can't convince them that Jordan is better than him. So to me, whoever likes LeBron as the GOAT, that's good for them. That's their thing. I understand that, but to me, the mystique of Jordan, and I heard Jordan was a nasty nigga. I ain't gonna call him a nigga, but I heard Jordan was, I heard a cocky, nasty, who like get out my effing way type of dude. But anyway,
super
but
arrogant, and
yeah,
he didn't have a handle. I mean, listen, he was just straight up and down say he didn't really have a like AI. Iverson has a handle. Jamal, Crawford handles. I mean, these guys, Chris Paul handles.
Yeah, he didn't have to have the handle as good as them. He didn't have to have a handle as good as them. They wasn't better than him though.
No, but what I'm saying is that there was
just because you got the best handle don't mean you're the best ball player. No, that's not.
I'm just saying, but he's
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not gonna say he's overrated, but as you just said,
Oh,
had the squad behind him. When they brought in Pippen, he didn't win anything until Scottie Pippen came. You
well,
know, and
damn, everybody got to have somebody to play with, George.
yeah,
Who did
but I'm
LeBron
saying,
win to?
yeah,
LeBron
but
didn't win
they
shit till he
always
went
put
and
him
got.
in that.
Hey,
They always
you
put
talking
him
about
in that
till they brought in
category
Pippen?
of him being the GOAT, of him.
Yeah,
You know,
LeBron. But yeah, but LeBron. Listen, Jordan never, from his own mouth, said he was the GOAT. LeBron said, "I knew I was the GOAT when." Man, dude, you didn't win until you went and got with Dwayne Wade and my man. So he went and joined two more superstars. He went and joined two more of the best players in the league at the same time. And now he calls his own self the GOAT. And Michael Jordan said, that's for the next man to tell you the GOAT, not for you to pat your own self on the back and say you're the GOAT. Come on, man. What are you talking
got
about?
Bill Russell, who's got 13 rings on his finger, 11 that he played, whatever. But the thing is that title for me is just so subjective.
And it's
It's
not about it's not about, it's not about who got the most rings at all the way either. Like,
as far as
but
when
if
they make
somebody,
that argument, when
but
they
an
make
old
that
school,
argument,
yeah, but an old school person like my dad want to say, because my dad say Wilt Chamberlain is the best player he ever seen. He said he the best player. So I understand, because my papa's old school, super old school. So
right?
Wilt was still back then dominated the whole league, and the dude and the league has evolved into much more, better athletes with better training and better technology. Now people work on their hand. You got girls now that got better handles than dudes. You could watch the girl. I watch the girls, man. These girls are nice. Some of them are real
They're nice.
nice with the
They're
hand,
nice.
with the handle. Yeah. What's that
Adrian
young
Wilson.
girl, Seville? The young girl, Mc something. She got a handle just like Kyrie. Nasty. Dude,
Yeah,
360
yeah.
turn spin. Look, I forgot that young girl's name. But these girls, because, they work on that every day. But I was talking to my dad. He was like, when we was young, they wouldn't let us dribble like that. I was like, Dad, y'all couldn't dribble like that. What are you talking about? That came with evolution. But if we would switch hand, they would call double dribble. I said, no, switching hands is not a double dribble.
Well,
Y'all couldn't
no,
even.
but these,
With my pop and them,
Harry, where a lot of
with my
these
pop
cats
and
are,
them, when my pop and them used to dribble, dudes was dribbling with one hand, bro. Come up the floor, do. That's old school. Look at the old films. It was
the palm a
yeah,
lot, right? When
no,
they play, they don't call palming as much as they did back in the day. Like
they
with
don't
your
call palming now. Period. These dudes today carry all the time.
all the
Come on.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, they call it hezzy dribble. These dudes be walking and carrying and all crazy. Yeah.
They got that white boy. What's his name? That's all he does. It's just when he's bringing it up. I forget his
Okay.
name. Hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
George. Let me ask you another. I'm gonna give you another question. Maybe
Hold
somebody.
on.
Maybe
Hey,
somebody in.
let's hold on one
Okay.
second. I just want to
What?
read some of the comments.
Yeah. See
African
what Craig said.
agreed to bury their kings and queens inside the pyramids, Craig. That's facts. And then
Mm-hmm.
a big Raj says Ali used to come to the hood, which he did. And my boy
Yeah,
Eddie,
Ali was.
Holocaust was filmed, but our Holocaust was not, which he's correct. And then Ray Evans points out Jesse Owens brought us to the forefront as the greatest athletes of all time. Muhammad Ali
Mm-hmm.
finished off of being the greatest athlete of the time. So there's your goats. Yeah, well, I mean, again,
And he's right. All of those.
like I
Yeah.
said,
All
you
those.
got to put Bo Jackson in that argument as a great athlete. Deion
Yeah.
Sanders as an incredible athlete because
Oh yeah.
he played in the World Series and he also played in the Super Bowl, huh?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
boy, like who has achieved that? And Bo
Yeah.
Jackson played sports, yes, but these were
Yeah.
tremendous athletes, no question about it.
Oh
So
yeah. Great. Amazing.
they are all goats. My point I
Yeah.
was trying to make is that they always make that argument. They just try to define it. It's generational as well.
Hey,
Like your
listen.
father feels Bill Russell and Will
Well, he
Chamberlain.
said my father like Wilt Chamberlain.
Well, Will Chamberlain, and then
Yeah.
if you put Chamberlain in that, you have to put Bill Russell for crying out loud. But I hear
Well,
what you. But yeah,
well, see, it's different. See, it's different styles and different teams. And some teams have more guys, like, So they was better teams. And then there was less teams in the league, and you got a team like Boston. They won every year for what 6 or 7 years in a row. So it's like when the WNBA came out, and it was a weak league, and then Houston, what was they? The Houston Comets. They had Cynthia Cooper, which me and Seville, and back then they used to call Cynthia Cooper was like the female Jordan, and they bragged on Cheryl Swoops. Cheryl Swoops was not like Cynthia Cooper. And Cheryl Swoops is real arrogant right now. I watch her when she talk about she hates Caitlin Clark and all. She don't say she hate her, but her words and her lies show that she does. But anyway, but Cynthia Cooper,
my favorite, Maya Moore.
Maya Moore was dope. Maya Moore was dope.
What?
But today it's Asia Wilson and Nafisa Kalia. They are dope. Dope. These girls are nice, man. Really, they got the handles. They got all. They got the For women, for women, they play really. The game has evolved for women. The women, the game has evolved for them because they practice with dribbling coaches. They practice moves now. See, before, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Before, girls played like girls, and I'm gonna be honest with you with no hate or nothing. Angel Reese plays like how girls used to play. Take the ball and throw it at the were you ever when young you used to play with your sister or another girl? Girls really didn't have a shot. They just flung the ball towards. They just flung the ball towards the rim.
She throws up a lot of bricks. She
throws because she doesn't shoot the shot like she's been used to being bigger than everybody, so she could always get that over people. So now, because when she came in the league, she was throwing the ball from her hip. Like when you grab a basketball to shoot, you shoot from up in the air. She just takes it and flings. Now she can get all the rebounds, they call it, because she has an instinct to get the ball, and she's real strong. And I give her that. She's aggressive, strong, but she doesn't have any polish on no offensive game at all. Like she tries. I mean, she's souped up too with the big ego, so she think I'm already the star, like, because they build her as that because it sells the league. But her offensive game is, you wouldn't want to give her the ball and say, take the last shot, put it that way. And Candace Parker said that about her, and they got mad at Candace Parker. But Candace Parker is a legend, so she people. They had Lisa Leslie teaching her how to make a layup when the season started. So we recognize what it is. Okay, listen, check this out, Big George. Mason, and I don't know if you think about it, put your thinking cap on, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You remember we used to go to the movies, right? All the time. Coming up, we go to movies. Yeah, we go to movies all the time, right? Okay. When the movie was R-rated, can you remember and from the movies, the best love scene you've seen in a movie that you was like, wow, that was hot? I ain't talking about no porno now. We ain't talking about porno movies.
Talking about like
you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, like with Pam Brown.
Pam Grier, not Pam Brown.
Yeah,
Foxy Brown.
Foxy Brown, right. There you go.
Yeah.
But something like love stories along those lines. But
yeah, something like that.
Something like that. Yeah. And then even like, Love and Hip Hop.
That was cool.
Yeah.
And I was what was the one the thing that I had looked at?
Baby Boy.
Yeah, Baby Boy. Look,
it was
one with
I ever seen.
It was Denzel. It was Denzel Washington and Sanaa Lathan, bro, and a movie called Out of Time, because I always had a thing for Sanaa Lathan.
Excellent movie. I mean, just the way that the whole thing played itself out. Yeah, but he was she was cheating on her husband.
Yeah, you know that movie. Yeah. Showing up at his crib. Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, he was showing up at her crib, right?
But Baby Boy, we talking about
Baby Boy, yeah.
Yeah, Tyrese, man. Yo,
Baby Boy to me was it was dope, but Tyrese was such a punk, man. I mean, God, I seen it the other day, and they said that was originally, huh?
I'm saying that's what the whole thing, the premise.
He was a punk. They said that it was originally for Tupac. I couldn't see Tupac playing. Tyrese was a punk, Everything he did, he was a punk. From when they took my bike, and
But
then
the whole thing, that was the movie, Baby Boy.
when he would, then when Omar took him back to get his bike, he's like, now punch him. He was even scared to do that. He was such a punk. Man. He
You
was,
asked
and then
about the
Snoop.
scene.
Then look,
You asked
look,
about the.
Snoop.
You
Look,
asked about
Snoop.
the best love scene, right? You asked a question.
Yeah. I did. Okay, I went off track. My bad.
No,
Yeah, I
but
did that. I said the love, and that was a dope love scene, though, for sure. It was
yeah,
for sure. Yeah, for sure.
but yeah. Uh
What's that question right there?
no, what happened to the black ladies that wanted him to build a wall? That's my
What
boy Eddie had asked that a
what
few
what is he talking about? What are you talking about there?
with Trump when he was talking all that garbage, all that bullshit early on, and I had
Oh, talking
accidentally
about
I had
he,
hit that by
he,
accident, and
he
my
talking
boy,
about Trump.
yeah,
Ah man, F
Pam
Trump. Man.
I remember Pam Grier those tits, and I
Yeah,
was always
Pam Grier
considered in the
for
movie.
sure. Pam was always hot, man. Pam was hot, boy. Foxy Brown Coffee, my God, she was amazing. That was a man. When back then in black exploitation, Pam Grier had it all, man. And where he said, "Knock it off with the Angel Reese slander." It's just the truth is always the truth. The truth is the light of the world. She can't shoot worth a damn.
No,
That ain't no slander. That's just being honest. She just throws the ball at the rim, but she's getting a little better. But like I said, she's a rebounding beast. But as far as skill set, Jesus Christ,
yeah, she's
she played
bad.
like the girls played. Yeah, when I was young, that's how girls played. They just took the ball and threw it. And she's been playing for years now. You would never think her to like. She's even won on the college level.
LSU though, and I mean,
Huh?
I said she went to LSU,
Yeah,
and I thought
yeah.
she had more before I really knew who she was. Found out, I thought I thought she had game because of her affiliation with she knew Shaq and all this other stuff. And then when I
Mhm.
saw her play, I was like, damn,
Mhm.
she's horrible. She's
That's
throwing
just the-
bricks,
what-
for layups, man. She can't even make a layup.
She can't
I
make a layup, and every time she gets a layup, she jumps off the wrong foot. She falls. You notice every time she gets a layup, she falls on the floor. Like she could be by herself going down the court, but she's so unorthodox that she goes up to take a layup. Now she's 6'3". Then when she takes a layup, she falls on the ground and gets back up because she has no foot coordination.
What do you think about that? The Caitlin Clark controversy, if you want to call it that.
Let's
With
talk
her.
about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it. She's white, and the thing is that she's the one or the reason for the WNBA being successful this year in regards to popularity. What do you think? Is that
Listen, her and Angel had the little rivalry in college, and Caitlin Clark was lighting it up in college, shooting all those bomb shots. And they were saying she's the Curry of college, and that brought a lot of fascination with her fans for her side because the basketball is basically dominated by black people. You got good white women in it, but we got far more black people in it, just like so they was fascinated with those two and the numbers. And so those numbers, when they came, those numbers translated to the audience came with Caitlin to the arenas, and there are a lot of racist people. Because I look at the comments, they shoot an Angel and stuff, and it's not just about her playing. It's about they try to dog her looks, and now they can't dog Angel's looks and not look over at Caitlin and say, "Come on, now cut it out." But anyway, but to keep it real, the, the numbers translated in the viewership translated. So as they both came in, Angel Reese come in like a beast. Yeah, I already said she won in college. I know that. I said that. I addressed that. Angel running. That's what we just said. LSU, she won. But they both came in, but she had a good team too. They had a great team with Flage and all them other girls. They had a nice team. So, but they did win. But since I think this is my thing. Every time they do something in the WNBA, being that it's a broken record every day. Angel got this. Angel got that. Caitlin broke this. Caitlin broke that. Angel got more rebounds than anybody in history already. Well, that means it ain't been going too good then. But but she does get a lot of rebounds. A lot of them is off her own misses, but she gets them. And my thing with both of them right now, Angel Reese's team loses every day. Ever since she got on that team, maybe they don't have enough people, but all of her stats that they put up is like being on a bad team. The person is scoring a lot, doing a lot, but she gets a lot of accolades because she knows how to promote herself. She does the show and the podcast, and she wears provocative clothes, and she said she's promoting herself from how black people know how to market themselves. Caitlin Clark is a totally different person. Now, Caitlin Clark started off slow last year and she picked it up. So she won, she had the most assists and she was like 19-8 in her rookie season, when all of the old superstars saying, oh, she won't translate over. It'll be hard for her to come over in Swoops and all them. She won't just come in this league doing this and doing that and doing this and doing that. Right. Okay. So she did. She came in and Swoops was like, well, she shoots 40 shots a night. She's 25. Oh, so Swoops was dogging and making up a whole lot of bullshit. But at this point right here, I'll tell you this. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, to me, both. Caitlin Clark, it doesn't even play this year. And they gave her a 96. I seen in the what's the rating for the 2K NBA? Angel has a 90, a rating of 90, and Caitlin has a 96 rating. Let's talk about it. That is the most ridiculous. Neither one of them should have no ratings like that. Nah, how can you do that? First of all, it's the second. You know how good you would have to be to have a 96? Caitlin Clark, when she went out this year, she had shot 3 for 40 on her threes. And she's a three-point shooter, 3 for 40. They said that's one of the most atrocious stats in the history of basketball since it's been recorded on three-pointers. So if you hit 3 for 40, George Mason, that means you done missed every shot there that you done took, right?
Pretty
3
much.
out of 40? Yeah. Shooting 4% or whatever and she was still chucking them. And they can say, well, she was hurt. Well, listen.
Well, the old saying, shooters got to shoot.
Yeah, not from the logo though. She chucking 3-pointers. Listen, when you're a great player, when you're a great player, Mace, when you're a great player, my shot is missing. So now I'm not gonna shoot as many as I've been shooting. I got to do other things. She's an awesome passer. She can drive good too. I'm 0 for 5. Let me switch it up now. Now I'm 0 for 9.
But what are they coming to the game for? What are they coming to the game for? Pretty much the fans. They're coming to see her throw it up from the logo.
And miss them all. But if she'd have been if she was a black girl 0 for 40 from the logo, then what you gonna say about her?
Well,
that ninja.
We already know the double standards. We know the double
standards. Of course.
The thing is the fact is that's why the league is what it is. I'm
saying you can't call that greatness. You got people right now. You got people right now, white folks saying Caitlin is the best player in the league. Are you serious? Those people that do that show me. Well, those just racist people.
But it's like the argument with Larry Bird. It goes back to that, as far as like when
it goes back. But it goes back to that about everything when it comes.
He was
but listen,
he was a bad ball player.
He's not. Yeah.
Listen,
he was awesome.
It's a big difference, and Larry Bird was proven the things that he did on a basketball court, black, white, or whatever. There's nothing like with the comparison with Caitlin and her that they're both white.
No.
And she's a great ball player as far as 3-pointers, and stuff like that. That she can shoot that rock. Is she
It's,
Mrs.
it's
Clutch?
girls in the league. It's girls in the league right now shoot better from three than Caitlin Clark do.
Yeah, but she's got that
She,
that
she she made it. She made it to the league doing that, and I get it. I understand that part. But she's
exactly.
not efficient. She's not efficient. Like in college, she was hitting. And listen, don't get me wrong. I like Caitlin Clark. I started watching the college game all the time because of Caitlin. I seen the old games before, even when Cynthia Cooper and all of them. All through all the years, nobody was in those games, bro. I used to watch them. I used to try to get my dad to watch them sometime. He's like, I'm not
How
watching
many
that. Them
teams
girls can't.
trying to get? How many more teams? Some they just with
They got
Seattle.
they had a good team coming this year called Golden State Valkyries. They're pretty good. And they just came in. The expansion team, they just came in, and they got
I
I
think
think
they're trying to get teams.
they got a 500 record, but
They're trying to get the more money for the ladies and
yeah,
expand the league and
yeah,
stuff like that. So
because the league doesn't make any money. You know what I'm saying? So the people just started coming, like you say, with 2 years ago. They just started coming when Caitlin and Angel came in the league. One thing I do like about Angel, even though sometimes she's a little too risque, she did come in the league like a woman because you got it's a lesbian league. So now you have a few girls in there that look like women. So because I think that was
you asked me that question up front, right?
What's the question I asked you?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask you the same question.
How you gonna spin the block on my question?
I can flip it because we're talking about it.
We're gonna spin the block on my question. Let's talk about it. You're gonna spin the block on my question.
Yeah, exactly. Because
that's not being.
So it's all
that's
good.
That's not being creative.
I mean, so
go ahead, George.
That check, they said, all right, hey, it's like this, you do this, and you get this. So hey, what about it? Would you bend over if it came down to it?
Would I bend over?
Well, you asked me how would I deal with it if that money was thrown my way? What would my approach be? Would I lay down? Would I bend over? Basically, would I take it in the ass?
And you said you would think about it.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I said I was so fucked in the game.
You said if you'd have been too high.
I was high. But see, I've been in bed with a lot of people. I mean, on the same night. You know what I'm saying? So, but I've never fucked a guy. I've never had a guy fuck me. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus.
So,
This is
I'm being honest. But the thing is just that
I'm being honest.
I've never took it to that point where the real Hollywood parties where they doing just like what Cat Williams said, knocked on the door. You feel me?
Puppy party.
The puppy, yeah.
The puppy party.
But Cat, laid it out. He just said, hey man, shit that he experienced. He said, I just got famous. He said, I'm just going to the Hollywood parties. Now, I've never been to a Hollywood party, but I've been to a lot of crack parties.
Right.
I've had a lot of cocaine parties. Right. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit jumped off, a lot of freakiness, a lot of this, that, and the third. But I've never been where I was out of my mind. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Like when they said puppy party, you wake up, you don't know. Like what's the name? Yeah. Jamie, who said that they was in bed with two men or something? They woke up and didn't know what happened.
Yeah, because they putting stuff in each other, putting stuff in your drink and all that.
All that. See what I'm saying? Yeah. So I mean, you are out on it. You're out. How would you deal with that? You wake up in a situation, and then all of a sudden you got several $1 million in your account overnight. That was why.
Get the fuck out of here. How would I deal with it? This dude is crazy. How would I deal with it? It wouldn't happen, bro. That can't happen.
Well, no, I'm just saying, if that shit went down, if
however it went that quick, huh?
they were throwing if they were throwing money at you like that, I mean, for you to do this and to do that to compromise yourself, how would you handle it? You asked me that. It's only fair, no?
Yeah, well, no, it's fair. That's fair. You spent the block on my question. Well,
Okay.
you got to
Let's
know.
talk.
I'm, I'm not. Mikey called me Black Fonz for a reason, man, and I love women, man. And it ain't
My boy,
no, it ain't,
my boy
it,
Eddie
it
says
ain't,
they put
ain't
7
no.
million in your
Ain't,
account.
nah, I can't do no shit like that. It ain't no millions. It ain't no millions for. Yeah, look at Craig. Ain't ain't no millions for no nothing like that, man. Nah, we can't.
My boy
I
Craig
mean,
said he when he was on drugs. You do that shit takes
Craig.
you out of
Craig said
the
what?
B.
What Craig
He,
said? What
I
Craig
know
he
that.
said
I
he did?
know I know him. I know, yo,
What
Craig. We got to talk, B. I know that. Yeah, he said he did stick ups when he was on
he
drugs.
stuck you up? He stuck you up, Mace?
Yeah, leather, man, my leather jacket. Yeah,
Oh,
that shit.
tell him you want it back. Tell him
Nah,
you want it back.
he can.
And tell Craig Fat Joe stuck him up. Fat Joe say he robbed everybody, so he can rob Craig too. Shit.
All right. But you know
Hey,
what? Yo, I want to play another one of your joints, one of my
okay.
favorites. Your gospel joints. I want to. This story. Here's my sister. Yo, what up, Lydia? Uh, what's good, baby girl? How you been, huh? Good to see you in the house.
Well,
Hope
she
you.
said, "Am I bending? Who is that? Am I
Yeah,
bending?"
I want to know you been it, B. Straight up.
Nah,
You been over. No, but you
nah,
see how we thought with Birdman, like with before they sign a contract,
yeah,
the contracts on their ass and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So who
nah,
knows?
nah.
But
I can't do no bending. I only nah. I love women. That's it, man. That other thing, to each his own. To those dudes who wanted to make it that bad, I never wanted to make it that bad. Nah, not even a question. But
Amber
there's
says I'm
some
in New
dudes.
York. She's trying to talk about that thing at Springfield that they said I had that sedan
He
said I
said
had a fur coat
you
on and 95 degrees. Yo, man, you don't ride the bus in New York City or the train. That shit is breaking fucking cold, B. They can
oh,
laugh at me all the
you
fuck they
talking about
want.
in the winter time?
No, I had that. They said I had a nice. It was like a little jacket or whatever,
Uh-huh.
but it was for the bus and for the train. Because
Mm.
it's cold in these pieces, B. I know what the fuck I'm doing. Plus, I live out there in Far Rockaway. She's trying to talk
Oh.
about I'm in New
She's
York.
saying
Fur
she's
jacket.
trying to throw you under the bus a little bit. She said what she said. You wore
Oh yeah,
a fur
basically. But basically, it's
you
like
wore fur at, you got
oh
on the
yeah,
fur coat at Springfield Day. That's
that's
what she's
what
saying. You had a
that's
fur.
what that's what
Let's talk.
sedan the fur coat
She
on.
said, "Let's talk about the fur at Springfield Day."
Yeah.
Oh
Uh,
shit!
David,
I
my
didn't
man.
see your fur coat, Joe. What you had? You
Oh,
had
no,
Mace
that's what
sleeping.
when I came. I came up
Oh,
when
you
I
had.
was
Oh, you had took it off.
because it had rained. It got cool out there. Like I said, the bus was
Damn.
like 17
It was
degrees.
only. Hey Mason, it was only 85 degrees.
No, I know.
Oh,
But yo, you know
you
what?
put one. You did like you. Hey, you did like Cardi B going to court. So when she got to show her clothes, she on this big hot suit, but it was expensive as hell. But it was so damn hot. But she
It's
did it
hot.
for fashion. Yeah, she
Yo,
did it
Craig
for
said
fashion. So
August
that's what you was
23rd
doing.
for fashion. Yeah, this shit was fly too. I got several of those. He said August 23rd. Yo, Craig, congratulations, brother. He's 30 years clean and sober.
Tell,
That's what's up. No
tell
doubt.
Craig I seen Craig the other day on the page with the AK. Tell him I seen him, so I know. So now I ain't got no. He got my back too, so I'm good too.
That's
Always.
what's up. I
Yeah,
want to
he
tell
had
the
the
story.
AK.
Right? I want to ask you this girl,
Okay.
right? I forget
About a
what
girl.
watching, um, TikTok, one of them, and
Oh.
this brother came on. It was a couple, nice couple, right? Good looking couple, black,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
the girl said, "Hey, baby, we've been together for a minute now. I want to ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
You ever cheat on me?"
Mm-hmm.
He goes, "No, baby, I'll never cheat on you. You know that.
Right.
I'm loyal. We faithful to each other. This, that, and the third." She said,
Right.
"Okay." So you never cheated on me, but let me ask you something. If you were
Mm-hmm.
to cheat on me, how would you do it?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, and he answered that, but he answered the way he answered it. He answered her like, "Yo, baby,
What
I
is
do, I do that, and such and so." It was so smooth the way he laid it
mm-hmm.
down. And then when he finished telling her
Right?
how he would cheat if he
Mm-hmm.
cheated, she broke down and started crying. She
Uh-huh.
goes, "So you cheating on me? You fucking other girls?" He goes, "You asked me what would I do if I did cheat? How would I do it? Now I never
Mm-hmm.
cheated on you, but you asked
Right.
that question."
Right?
So I mean, yo, what do you think about that? As far as like he set himself up, or did he do the right thing? Now he answered it truthfully, according to him.
He did, but he didn't say he cheated though, right?
He was saying no. He said he never cheated on her, and she asked him, "How would you cheat if you were to cheat? How would you do it?" See, and then he answered the question. He goes, "I would do this. I would do it like this. You'd be at work. I'd slip the girl in, and such and
Oh,
so
that's
on."
stupid. Nah, that's stupid. He shouldn't even have answered that shit. You know. Uh,
But he was being honest though. She asked him
yeah.
something. That's
Well,
like me asking a shorty,
well,
right? We get
what's
together. I get with a girl, right? And I say, "Yo,
yeah,
baby," and she's with another dude, right? I'm with
yeah,
her. I
yeah,
start asking all crazy flip questions. Is his dick
yeah,
bigger than mine? You know what I'm saying? Is he
yeah.
fucking you better than me? And then she goes into detail. Yeah, his dick is bigger than yours, and he's fucking, like that movie. With what's it? De Niro and Pesci, Bronx,
Mm-hmm.
uh, Raging Bull, and he
Right,
keeps
right.
asking his wife, Did you fuck Joey? Joey's his brother. You fuck Joey? You fuck
Mm-hmm.
Joey?" She goes, "No, but I sucked his dick."
Oh, damn. Okay. Well, yeah, that's like that was because like the Wolves of Wall Street. You saw that
Yeah,
when they all you see how the Wolves of Wall Street they all used to knock all the chicks off in the office, and then they all had that same one they was banging, and then the dude married her, and he worked up there with him. He used to be in there where they was all knocking her off, but he
exactly.
married her. Yeah, that was kind of crazy, man. That's wild, man. That's wild. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm gonna play this
Okay, okay.
one of my favorite joints, and then we're gonna wrap it up.
Yes,
Uh,
sir. That's good. Let's talk about it.
let's
For
talk
sure.
about it.
Yes,
No
sir.
doubt.
Yes, sir.
I love this.
Okay.
Uh,
I said if you love Jesus, you wanna stand up and set it off. I said if you love Jesus, you wanna stand up, clap your hands, get your praise on, set it off. I said if you love Jesus, you wanna stand up and set it off. I said if you love Jesus, you wanna stand up, clap your hands, get your praise on, set it off. They said you would never be nothing, but look at you. Look at you. Cause they never knew that God was working on you. They didn't know. And now you got the big house, big car, and your own business too. And them folks that used to down you, now they working for you. It gets better. You were 16, pregnant, quit school. Everybody said, whoa. What's she doing? You was homeless, addicted to drugs, and you had nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. Then God put his loving arms around you. He told Satan no. Beat it, devil. Now you're married, and guess what, y'all? She's a CEO. Yeah. Life sometimes turns its back, but you gotta have faith. Keep the faith. And keep praying to the God of grace to lead you all of the way. All of the way. Cause I do it every day, y'all. We do this every day. And what else can I say? I'm Ed Will Ojay. Yes, sir. Yes, I said if you love Jesus, you wanna stand up and set it off. I said if you love Jesus, you wanna stand up, clap your hands, get your praise on, set it off. I said if you love Jesus, you wanna stand up circumstance. He cleaned you up, he made you whole, he cleansed your heart, renewed your soul. God gave you back your self-esteem, your self-respect, your dignity. God gave you back those broken dreams. Some of y'all right here know what I mean. You were down and out, every day you cried, but God brought you out of that mess alive. Every word I speak, y'all know it's true, cause he did it for me and he can do it for you. So every day I live, I recognize that Christ is alive. I will survive. So stand up for Christ, stand up for life, stand up for the one who makes it right. We want y'all to know that setting it off for Christ is just standing up, getting your praise on, letting them know how much you appreciate what the Lord has done for you. Yeah, I said if you love Jesus, you ought to stand up and set it off. I said if you love Jesus, you ought to stand up, clap your hands, get your praise on, set it off. I said if you love Jesus, you ought to stand up and set it off. I said if you love Jesus, you ought to stand up, clap your hands, get your praise on, set it off. I said if you love Jesus, you ought to stand up and set it off. I said if you love Jesus, you ought to stand up, clap your hands, get your praise on, set it off. I said if you love Jesus, you ought to stand up.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Amen to that, amen to that.
Like I said, that's doper than dope.
Yeah,
Yeah.
set it
So
off, set it off. Yo,
yeah,
yeah. I tell people, I used to always tell people, you go to the club and turn it up, right? Turn up. I said, so I just took off of that, like from the old set it off, let's set it off for God. Just show some love. I mean, and then, and everybody had what they believe in. Like I said, I don't tell nobody what to believe in. I was doing certain things at the time that was taught to me. So, when we grew up, we're raised a certain way. So, you know, but now people, you have a lot of knowledge, you do your homework and you do what according to knowledge, what you believe in, because it's all just a belief and it's faith in what you believe in to be correctly, because like I told you, it's a lot of stuff that I see that I don't agree with, you know what I'm saying? Even in because, the people who were calling themselves Christians at the time was the ones who had us enslaved. They was calling themselves Christians. You know what I'm saying?
right.
We call them devils. They was call themselves Christians and beating us and beating the hell out of us and raping us and killing us. So they was called saying they's Christians, so it is what it is, man, But you know, but like and like you said, we about to wrap up. So, we hope everybody enjoyed what went down. And, Mason and OJ, let's talk about it, and we're gonna see, you
Talk
know,
about
yeah, let's talk about it. Chop it up and talk about it. We're gonna see how the numbers look and all that, and then we'll see come back. But like I said, the next time we want the people, to put more questions in and ask us what's going on so we can talk about it. It
the
ain't,
first,
we want to.
the first
Yeah,
show. We got to get
yeah,
a little bit more coordinated. Like
yeah,
when we question, got to let
yeah,
them finish the answers. You feel me?
yeah.
And
True that.
you know what I'm saying. So this way, it'll even space itself out even more. It'll be
Test run and see, and then
our first
and
show.
see then and see then with when your phone, the questions on your phone is it got to be louder too.
It's got to be louder. But the thing is, it's just that You
or
got
even
like you said, it's a test run.
yeah,
Like
it's all good. It's all good. It's no problems at all. Or
when
then you
Chuck
just got to make yeah.
when
It's all
Chuck was
good.
when Chuck was talking, he had the
Yeah.
phone. You know what I'm saying? So we got the
Yeah.
read.
So
So well, we'll work that out. Like you
yeah, we
said,
working out. It's all good. It's all good. So like you say, until the next time, baby. We
yeah,
here.
no
Mason
doubt,
OJ. Chop it up. Let's talk about it. We love y'all. It's all good, man. I enjoy myself, man.
no doubt.
Always breaking bread. For those people who for Craig and all of them that was in the room and that was posting comments, man, we appreciate that, man. We had a
Appreciate
great time with you too, Craig, Karen, all of y'all, Kim, all of y'all, Chuck. I can't remember everybody, but we glad that y'all showed up. Yo,
over
Seville, we
check.
glad all of y'all showed up, man. You know,
Yo,
it was,
check
it
out
was
crazy B.
yeah. Seville said overall good, good. So it's just
Or some other shit. Next
what
time
you
we're gonna
said.
have guys Mason slept with.
Yeah, what he said. Let's, yeah, Mason said he don't know. He said when he took that OD and woke up, he don't know what happened. I said, oh shit,
Yeah,
damn,
ain't that
man. Hey, Mace, Mace, when you said that one thing I said about the transvestite, Mace said that was cold.
that was cold.
Because I said you would have been an ugly tranny.
Yeah, man.
You think you would have been a pretty? You think you would have been a pretty tranny?
I didn't say that.
Oh, Mace said he would have been a pretty tranny. I don't know. I'm just giving my opinion, man. I don't know.
Remember
Yeah,
Arsenio Hall with Eddie Murphy coming to America
yeah,
when they had that
yeah.
Arsenio? Yeah, he was a good look. He was a pretty tranny.
Oh, damn. You messing up, bro. You better
Yeah,
say less, man, because you messing up, man.
no, but I'm just saying.
Nah, yes, you are. You messing up.
I'm not messing up. Stop it.
Yeah, yes,
Remember, what's his name?
you said
Not,
Arsenio was a, huh?
yeah, he was pretty tranny when they were
Who,
doing.
Arsenio?
Yeah, you know that.
Oh, hell.
Yeah,
Are you coming out? Are you coming out, George? This is your coming out
yeah.
party, Mason?
I've been
Mason,
out.
are you coming? You
I've been
been?
out. I've been out. Crazy. I got shit with you. It was fucking good.
Mason coming out. He said
I've been out.
Arsenio was a pretty tranny. Oh my
No,
God.
he was gorgeous. He was fucking
Oh,
gorgeous.
uh-oh. Hey,
No,
Mason, you're gonna have to cut the show off, Mason. Until next time, until next time, good people. I know
crazy.
what Mason said. Anything else?
Cracking up.
He done cashed the check already, and
Nah,
the wig and the dress is in the closet.
listen. You know what? You got a lot of cats, man, that is out there on that. And look at Little Nas X.
You look at him.
Yo, I'm just saying.
I seen the crazy dude. I seen him. I don't want to look at he's so stupid. Talking about your girl is out. I said, what girl? What the
Listen what
fuck? I mean,
he
your
said.
girl is out.
Arsenio was not pretty at all.
See, hey, Seville. Hey, Seville, I'm glad you said something, Seville. Because Mason over here messing up, bro.
No, I'm just saying. Let's talk
You
about
just said,
it.
let's talk about it. Yeah, but I'm trying to save you. I'm trying to save you, but
No saving. I'm good. I don't need
oh
saving.
my God,
Yeah.
nothing can
No,
save them. So,
I love you. It was real, and that was our first run. I think it was good.
yeah, it was
Nice.
cool. It was pretty cool.
We hit a lot of different areas, a lot of subjects and stuff like that. I
It's all
got a
good.
book of stuff, but
I
we
didn't, I
continue.
didn't get. We didn't get the BBL question in. We'll get it the next time, though. The BBL comments, but we'll get it in the next time.
No doubt. All
Yes,
right, bro.
sir.
So
Yes,
you have
sir.
a good night, but we'll talk later.
Yeah, we'll talk. I'll call you. You call me. One
All
love,
right.
man.
One.
Let's talk about it for sure.
Let's talk about it.
Until the next time. Clientele Cartel. Eddie OJ out the building signing off. Love y'all. Peace.
Mason signing off. God bless. Y'all have a
God bless
great
you.
peace.
For sure. For sure.